signed. Verb, to make a mark. Adjective, having a signature. Endorsed. Leader. Noun, any person that leads or directs. Deep. Noun, with the deep part of a lake, sea, etc. Adjective, of a physical distance, extending far away from a point of reference, especially downwards. Adverb, deeply. Shelf. Noun, a flat, rigid structure, fixed at right angles to a wall or forming a part of a cabinet, desk, etc., and used to support, store or display objects. Portrayal. Noun, the act of portraying. Increase. Noun, an amount by which a quantity is increased. Verb, of a quantity, etc., to become larger or greater. Extensions. Noun, the act of extending, a stretching out, enlargement in length or breadth, an increase. Button. Noun, one who adjusts, especially for the insurance industry's employment title, loss adjuster, or claims adjuster in the United States. Noun, a knob or disc that is passed through a loop or buttonhole, serving as a fastener. Noun, in a violin family instrument, the carved wooden plug which sits in the bottom block of the instrument. Investigator. Noun, one who investigates. Multiple. Noun, a whole number that can be divided by another number with no remainder. Adjective, more than one, followed by plural. Parties. Noun, a person or group of people constituting a particular side in a contract or legal action. Verb, to celebrate at a party, to have fun, to enjoy oneself. Frame. Noun, the structural elements of a building or other constructed object. Verb, to fit, as for a specific end or purpose. Make suitable or comfortable. Adapt, adjust. Dependable. Noun, a reliable person or thing. Adjective, able, or easily able to be depended on. Pronoun, the speaker or writer, referred to as the grammatical subject of a sentence. Noun, an instance of the interjection ah. Verb, to give a cry of ah. Interjection, an expression of relief, relaxation, comfort, confusion, understanding, wonder, awe, etc., according to uttered inflection. Overwrite. Noun, the operation of destroying older data by recording new data over it. Verb, to destroy older data by recording new data over it. Signals. Noun, a sequence of states representing an encoded message in a communication channel. Verb, to indicate, to convey or communicate by a signal. Antique. Noun, a grotesque representation of a figure. A gargoyle. Adjective, playful, funny, absurd. Noun, a pose, often exaggerated, in anticipation of an action. For example, a brief squat before jumping. Noun, in general, anything very old. Specifically. Verb, to search or shop for antiques. Adjective, having existed in ancient times. Descended from antiquity. Used especially in reference to Greece and Rome. Founders. Noun, one who founds or establishes. Especially said of a company. Project, organization. State. Noun, the iron worker in charge of the blast furnace and the smelting operation. Noun, a severe laminitis of a horse, caused by untreated internal inflammation in the hooves. Verb, of a ship, to fill with water and sink. Civilization. Noun, an organized culture encompassing many communities, often on the scale of a nation or a people. A stage or system of social, political or technical development. Proper noun, collectively, those people of the world considered to have a high standard of behavior and, or a high level of development. Commonly subjectively used by people of one society to exclusively refer to their society, or their elite subgroup, or a few associated societies, implying all others, in time or geography or status. as something less than civilized, as savages or barbarians. Cf. refinement, elitism, civilized society, the civilized world. Refugee. Noun. A person seeking refuge in a foreign country out of fear of political persecution or the prospect of such persecution in their home country, i.e., a person seeking political asylum. Verb. To convey slaves away from the advance of the federal forces. Cascading. Verb. To fall as a waterfall or series of small waterfalls. Neighbor. Noun. A person living on adjacent or nearby land. A person situated adjacently or nearby. Anything of the same type of thing as the subject, in an adjacent or nearby position. Verb. To be adjacent to. Cancelled. Verb. To cross out something with lines etc. Adjective. No longer planned or scheduled. Career. Noun. One's calling in life. A person's occupation. One's profession. Verb. To move rapidly straight ahead, especially in an uncontrolled way. Package. Noun. Something which is packed. A parcel. A box. An envelope. Verb. To pack or bundle something. Slap. Noun. A blow, especially one given with the open hand, or with something broad and flat. Verb. To give a slap to. Adverb. Exactly. Precisely. Pass out. Verb. To faint. To become unconscious. Brainstorming. Verb. To investigate something, or solve a problem using brainstorming. Noun. A method of problem solving in which members of a group contribute ideas spontaneously. Researched. Verb. To search or examine with continued care, to seek diligently. Motivation. Noun. Willingness of action especially in behavior. Massacre. Noun. The killing of a considerable number, usually limited to people, where little or no resistance can be made, with indiscriminate violence, without necessity, and contrary to civilized norms. Verb. To kill in considerable numbers where little or no resistance can be made, with indiscriminate violence, without necessity, and contrary to civilized norms, often limited to the killing of human beings. Overspending. Verb. To spend too much money, especially, to spend more than one earns. Noun. The spending of too much money. Kids. Noun. A young goat. Verb. To make a fool of someone. Noun. A fagot. A bundle of heath and furs. Cheek. Noun. The soft skin on each side of the face, below the eyes, the outer surface of the sides of the oral cavity. Verb. To be impudent towards. Engraved. Verb. To carve text or symbols into something, usually for the purposes of identification or art. Verb. To put in a grave. To bury. Adjective. Made by engraving. Headache. Noun. A pain or ache in the head. Pairing. Verb. To group into one or more sets of two. Verb. To impair. To make worse. Noun. The combination or union of two things. Northerners. Noun. A native or inhabitant of the north of a region, or of the world as a whole, such as one of the northern United States, the north of Norway, etc. Crowd. Noun. A group of people congregated or collected into a close body without order. Verb. To press forward. To advance by pushing. Paperwork. Noun. Routine work involving written documents. Overlapping. Verb. To extend over and partly cover something. Noun. The situation in which things overlap. Adjective. That overlaps something else. Fallen. Verb. Heading. To be moved downwards. Noun. The dead. Adjective. Having dropped by the force of gravity. Conditioned. Verb. To subject to the process of acclimation. Adjective. Determined or dependent on some condition. Coloring. Verb. To give something color. Noun. An act or process which applies color. Compiler. Noun, one who compiles. Consumption. Noun, the act of eating, drinking or using. Augmented. Verb, to increase, to make larger or supplement. Adjective, increased in number, amount or strength. Occurs. Verb, to happen or take place. Plumber. Noun, one who works in or with lead. Corrections. Noun, the act of correcting. Pictures. Noun, a representation of anything, as a person, a landscape, a building, upon canvas, paper, or other surface, by drawing, painting, printing, photography, etc. Verb, to represent in or with a picture. Noun, cinema, movie theater. Deployment. Noun, an arrangement or classification of things. Functions. Noun, what something does or is used for. Verb, to have a function. Drugs. Noun, a substance used to treat an illness, relieve a symptom, or modify a chemical process in the body for a specific purpose. Verb, to administer intoxicating drugs to, generally without the recipient's knowledge or consent. Noun, a drudge. Crown. Noun, a royal, imperial or princely headdress. A diadem. Verb, to place a crown on the head of. Adjective, of, related to, or pertaining to a crown. Cleaning. Verb, to remove dirt from a place or object. Noun, gerund of clean, the process of making something clean. Noun, abbreviation of penny. Pence. Noun, one of the many pieces of paper bound together within a book or similar document. Noun, a serving boy, a youth attending a person of high degree, especially at courts, as a position of honor and education. Preposition. For each. Preposition. After, especially after a significant event that has long-term ramifications. Adverb. Somewhat, fairly, quite, sometimes also, by meiosis, very. Verb, to decorate with fringe or embroidered edge. Verb, to upset, to spin, capsize, fall heavily, fall headlong. Verb, to flow with a murmuring sound in swirls and eddies. Number. Noun, an abstract entity used to describe quantity. Verb, to label items with numbers, to assign numbers to items. Crusty. Noun, a tramp or homeless young person with poor cleanliness. Adjective, having a crust, especially a thick one. Common. Noun, mutual good, shared by more than one. Verb, to communicate something. Adjective, mutual, shared by more than one. Finished. Verb, to complete something. Adjective, processed or perfected. Spoonful. Noun, the amount that a spoon will hold, either level or heaped. Movement. Noun, physical motion between points in space. Selling. Verb, detransitive, to transfer goods or provide services in exchange for money. Noun, action of the verb to sell. Dive. Noun, a jump or plunge into water. Verb, to swim underwater. Babysitting. Verb, to watch or tend someone else's child for a period of time, often for money. Noun, the work of a babysitter, the care of children in the temporary absence of their parents. Senior. Noun, an old person. Adjective, older, superior. Call off. Verb, to recall, to cancel or call a halt to. Forecasted. Verb, to estimate how something will be in the future. Adjective, that has been forecast. Archaeologist. Noun, someone who studies or practices archaeology. Coast. Noun, the edge of the land where it meets an ocean, sea, gulf, bay, or large lake. Verb, to glide along without adding energy. To allow a vehicle to continue moving forward after disengaging the engine or ceasing to apply. Motive power. Relationships. Noun, connection or association, the condition of being related. Politician. Noun, one engaged in politics, especially an elected or appointed government official. Anesthesia. Noun, an artificial method of preventing sensation, used to eliminate pain without causing loss of vital functions, by the administration of one or more agents which block pain impulses before transmitted to the brain. Ballet. Noun, a classical form of dance. Verb, to perform an action reminiscent of ballet dancing. Optimized. Verb, originally intransitive, to act optimistically or as an optimist. Since. Adverb, from a specified time in the past. Preposition. From, referring to a period of time ending in the present and defining it by the point in time at which it started, or the period in which its starting point occurred. Conjunction. From the time that. Offer. Noun, a proposal that has been made. Plane. Noun, a level or flat surface. Adjective, of a surface, flat or level. Bless. Verb, to make something holy by religious rite, sanctify. Skyline. Noun, earth sciences. The line at which the earth and sky meet. Verb, to outline something against the sky. Sheets. Noun, a thin bedcloth used as a covering for a mattress or as a layer over the sleeper. Verb, to cover or wrap with cloth, or paper, or other similar material. Noun, collective noun meaning a large amount, when used of rain, or other precipitation. Soil. Noun, a mixture of mineral particles and organic material, used to support plant growth. Sensitive. Noun, a person with a paranormal sensitivity to something that most cannot perceive. Adjective, having the faculty of sensation, pertaining to the senses. Idiomatic. Noun, a manner of speaking, a mode of expression peculiar to a language, person, or group of people. Adjective, pertaining or conforming to the natural mode of expression of a language. Importer. Noun, one who, or that which, imports, especially a person or company importing goods into a country. Exploring. Verb, to seek for something or after someone. Noun, the action of the verb explore. Realized. Verb, to make real, to convert from the imaginary or fictitious into reality, to bring into real existence. Courtesy. Noun, polite behavior. Adjective, given or done as a polite gesture. Verb, to make a curtsy. Athletic. Adjective, having to do with athletes. Columnist. Noun, a regular writer of a column, such as in a magazine or newspaper. Queen. Noun, a female monarch. Example, Queen Victoria. Verb, to make a queen. Configure. Verb, to set up or arrange something in such a way that it is ready for operation for a particular purpose, or to someone's particular liking. Latte. Noun, a drink of coffee made from espresso and steamed milk, generally topped with foam. Nest. Noun, a structure built by a bird as a place to incubate eggs and rear young. Verb, of animals, to build or settle into a nest. Photographs. Noun, a picture created by projecting an image onto a photosensitive surface such as a chemically treated plate or film, CCD receptor, etc. Verb, to take a photograph of. Fixing. Verb, to pierce, now generally replaced by transfix. Noun, the act of subverting, fixing, a vote. Mon. Noun, the former currency of Japan until 1870, before the yen. Matchless. Adjective, having no match, without equal. Outlined. Verb, to draw an outline of. 50th. Noun, the person or thing in the 50th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 50. Conscientious. Adjective, thorough, careful, or vigilant in one's task performance. Photographs. Noun, a picture created by projecting an image onto a photosensitive surface such as a chemically treated plate or film, CCD receptor, etc. Verb, to take a photograph of. Difference. Noun, the quality of being different. Verb, to distinguish or differentiate. Ecologist. Noun, a scholar of ecology. Daughter. Noun, one's female offspring. Coming. Verb, to move from further away to nearer to. Moderator. Noun, someone who moderates. Praised. Verb, to give praise to commend, glorify, or worship. Crisp. Noun, a thin slice of fried potato eaten as a snack. Verb, to make crisp. Adjective, of something seen or heard. Sharp. Clearly defined. 14th. Noun, the person or thing in the 14th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 14. Boxes. Noun, senses relating to a three-dimensional object or space. Verb, to place inside a box. To pack in one or more boxes. Noun, any of various evergreen shrubs or trees of the genus Buxus, especially the common box, European box, or boxwood, Buxus sempervirens, which is often used for making hedges and topiary. Noun, a blow with the fist. Verb, to strike with the fists. To punch. Noun, a Mediterranean food fish of the genus Boops, which is a variety of sea bream. A bogue or oxeye. Release. Noun, the event of setting someone or something free, e.g. hostages, slaves, prisoners, caged animals, hooked or stuck mechanisms. Verb, to let go of, to cease to hold or contain. Schedule. Noun, a slip of paper, a short note. Verb, to create a time schedule. Recession. Noun, the act or an instance of receding or withdrawing. Cooks. Noun, a person who prepares food. Verb, to prepare food for eating by heating it, often by combining it with other ingredients. Verb, to make the noise of the cuckoo. Verb, to throw. Antique. Noun, a grotesque representation of a figure. A gargoyle. Adjective, playful, funny, absurd. Noun, a pose, often exaggerated, in anticipation of an action. For example, a brief squat before jumping. Noun, in general, anything very old. Specifically. Verb, to search or shop for antiques. Adjective, having existed in ancient times. Descended from antiquity, used especially in reference to Greece and Rome. Providers. Noun, one who, or that which, provides a service, commodity, or the means for subsistence. Rod. Noun, a straight, round stick, shaft, bar, cane, or staff. Verb, to reinforce concrete with metal rods. Connect. Verb, of an object. To join, to another object. To attach, or to be intended to attach or capable of attaching. To another object. Initiatives. Noun, a beginning, a first move. Abroad. Noun, countries or lands abroad. Adverb, beyond the bounds of a country. In foreign countries. Preposition, throughout, over. Spot. Noun, a round or irregular patch on the surface of a thing having a different color, texture, etc., and generally round in shape. Verb, to see, find, to pick out, notice, locate, distinguish or identify. Adjective, available on the spot, for immediate payment or delivery. Keyword. Noun, any word used as the key to a code. Verb, to tag with keywords, as for example to facilitate searching. Eliminate. Verb, to completely remove, get rid of, put an end to. Spent. Verb, to pay out, money. Adjective, consumed, used up, exhausted, depleted. Shocked. Verb, to cause to be emotionally shocked. To cause someone to feel surprised and upset. Verb, to collect, or make up, into a shock or shocks. To stook. Adjective, surprised, startled, confused, or taken aback. Identify. Verb, to establish the identity of someone or something. Flood. Noun. A. Usually disastrous. Overflow of water from a lake or other body of water due to excessive rainfall or other input of water. Verb, to overflow, as by water from excessive rainfall. Jury. Noun. A group of individuals chosen from the general population to hear and decide a case in a court of law. Verb, to judge by means of a jury. Signing. Verb, to make a mark. Noun. The act of concluding a contract, especially by an athlete or entertainer with a company. Qualification. Noun. The act or process of qualifying for a position, achievement, etc. Pay. Noun. Money given in return for work. Salary or wages. Verb, to give money or other compensation to in exchange for goods or services. Adjective. Operable or accessible on deposit of coins. Painters. Noun. An artist who paints pictures. Noun. A chain or rope used to attach the shank of an anchor to the side of a ship when not in use. Noun. A mountain lion. Emission. Noun. Something which is emitted or sent out. Issue. Closed. Verb. Physical. To remove a gap. Adjective. Sealed. Made inaccessible or impassable. Not open. Bias. Noun. Inclination towards something. Predisposition. Partiality. Prejudice. Preference. Predilection. Verb. To place bias upon. To influence. Adjective. Inclined to one side. Swelled on one side. Adverb. In a slanting manner. Crosswise. Obliquely. Diagonally. Range. Noun. A line or series of mountains. Buildings. Etc. Verb. To travel over. An area. Etc. To roam. Wander. Beds. Noun. A piece of furniture. Usually flat and soft. On which to rest or sleep. Verb. Senses relating to a bed as a place for resting or sleeping. Count on. Verb. To rely on, trust, or expect. Breath. Noun. The act or process of breathing. Son. Noun. One's male offspring. Incidents. Noun. An event or occurrence. Follows. Noun. Sometimes attributive. In billiards and similar games. A stroke causing a ball to follow another ball after hitting it. Verb. To go after. To pursue. To move behind in the same path or direction. Consists. Verb. To be. Noun. A lineup or sequence of railroad carriages or cars. With or without a locomotive. That form a unit. Constitution. Noun. The act, or process of setting something up, or establishing something. The composition or structure of such a thing. Its makeup. Messes. Noun. A disagreeable mixture or confusion of things. Hence. A situation resulting from blundering or from misunderstanding. Disorder. Verb. Transitive. Often used with up. To make untidy or dirty. Noun. Mass. A church service. Verb. To take meals with a mess. Examples. Noun. Something that is representative of all such things in a group. Verb. To be illustrated or exemplified. By. Probability. Noun. The state of being probable. Likelihood. Nearest. Adjective. Physically close. Preposition. Closest to. Confused. Verb. To puzzle. Perplex. Baffle. Bewilder. Somebody. Adjective. Of a person. Unable to think clearly or understand. Accepted. Verb. To receive. Especially with a consent. With favor. Or with approval. Adjective. Generally approved. Believed. Or recognized. Cause. Noun. Often with of. Typically of adverse results. The source of. Or reason for. An event or action. That which produces or affects a result. Verb. To set off an event or action. Internal. Adjective, inside of something. Scenic. Noun, a depiction of scenery. Adjective, having beautiful scenery, picturesque. Facts. Noun, something actual as opposed to invented. Arbitrator. Noun, a person to whom the authority to settle or judge a dispute is delegated. Verb, to be under an obligation to give something back to someone or to perform some action for someone. Comes. Verb, to move from further away to nearer to. Lobby. Noun, an entryway or reception area. Vestibule. Passageway. Corridor. Verb, to attempt to influence. A public official or decision maker. In favor of a specific opinion or cause. Fail. Noun, poor quality. Substandard workmanship. Verb, to be unsuccessful. Adjective, that is a failure. Partying. Verb, to celebrate at a party, to have fun, to enjoy oneself. Portrait. Noun, a painting or other picture of a person, especially the head and shoulders. Verb, to portray, to draw. Adjective, representing the actual features of an individual. Not ideal. Mouse. Noun, any small rodent of the genus Mus. Verb, to move cautiously or furtively. In the manner of a mouse. The rodent, frequently used in the phrasal verb to mouse around. Selection. Noun, a process by which heritable traits conferring survival and reproductive advantage to individuals, or related individuals, tend to be passed on to succeeding generations and become more frequent in a population, whereas other less favorable traits tend to become eliminated. The differential survival and reproduction of phenotypes. Noun, the process or act of selecting. Congress. Noun, a coming together of two or more people. A meeting. Verb, to assemble together. Punctuation. Noun, a set of symbols and marks which are used to clarify meaning in text by separating strings of words into clauses, phrases and sentences. Needed. Verb, to have an absolute requirement for. Adjective, necessary, being required. Run over. Verb, to exceed the allotted time. Buying. Verb, to obtain something in exchange for money or goods. Noun, the act of making a purchase. Comfort. Noun, contentment, ease. Verb, to relieve the distress or suffering of. To provide comfort to. Crusty. Noun, a tramp or homeless young person with poor cleanliness. Adjective, having a crust, especially a thick one. Show. Noun, a play, dance, or other entertainment. Verb, to display, to have somebody see something. Gender. Noun, class, kind. Verb, to assign a gender to a person. To perceive as having a gender. To address using terms, pronouns, nouns, adjectives that express a certain gender. Noun, sound uttered by the mouth, especially by human beings in speech or song. Sound thus uttered considered as possessing some special quality or character. Flaws. Noun, a flake, fragment, or shiver. Noun, a sudden burst or gust of wind of short duration. Windflaw. 16th. Noun, one of 16 equal parts of a whole. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 16. Grin. Noun, a smile in which the lips are parted to reveal the teeth. Verb, to smile, parting the lips so as to show the teeth. Definition. Noun, a statement of the meaning of a word or word group or a sign or symbol. Dictionary definitions. Key. Noun, an object designed to open and close a lock. Verb, to fit a lock with a key. Adjective, indispensable, supremely important. Hamster. Noun, any of various Old World rodent species belonging to the subfamily Chrysetinae. Verb, to secrete or store privately, as a hamster does with food in its cheek pouches. Mirror. Noun, a smooth surface. usually made of glass with reflective material painted on the underside, that reflects light so as to give an image of what is in front of it. Verb, of an event, activity, behavior, etc. To be identical to be a copy of. Look over. Verb, to give a brief visual inspection. Marking. Verb, to put a mark on something, to make something recognizable by a mark, to label or write on something. Noun, the action of the verb to mark. Bumpers. Noun, someone or something that bumps. Heat. Noun, thermal energy. Glass. Verb, to apply fiberglass to. Noun, an amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb, to fit with glass. To glaze. Announcements. Noun, an act of announcing, or giving notice. Perfect. Noun, grammar. The perfect tense, or a form in that tense. Adjective, fitting its definition precisely. Bash. Noun, a large party, gala event. Verb, to strike heavily. Party. Noun, a person or group of people constituting a particular side in a contract or legal action. Verb, to celebrate at a party. To have fun. To enjoy oneself. Disobey. Verb, to refuse or, intentionally, fail to obey an order of somebody. Glasses. Verb, to apply fiberglass to. Noun, an amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb, to fit with glass. To glaze. Noun, spectacles, frames bearing two lenses worn in front of the eyes. Discovered. Verb, to find or learn something for the first time. Spicy. Adjective, of, pertaining to, or containing spice. Entertainment. Noun, an activity designed to give pleasure, enjoyment, diversion, amusement, or relaxation to an audience, no matter whether the audience participates passively as in watching opera or a movie, or actively as in games. Announcing. Verb, to give public notice, especially for the first time, to make known. Fist. Noun, a hand with the fingers clenched or curled inward. Verb, to strike with the fist. Eligible. Noun, one who is eligible. Adjective, allowed to and meeting the necessary conditions required to participate in or be chosen for something. Anxious. Adjective, nervous and worried. Rides. Noun, an instance of riding. Verb, to transport oneself by sitting on and directing a horse. Later also a bicycle, etc. Consistent. Noun, in the plural, objects or facts that are coexistent, or in agreement with one another. Adjective, of a regularly occurring, dependable nature. Funds. Noun, a sum or source of money. Verb, to pay for. Racket. Noun, a racket, an implement with a handle connected to a round frame strung with wire, sinew, or plastic cords, and used to hit a ball, such as in tennis or a birdie in badminton. Verb, to strike with, or as if with, a racket. Physics. Noun, a medicine or drug, especially a cathartic or purgative. Verb, to cure or heal. Noun, the branch of science concerned with the study of the properties and interactions of space, time, matter and energy. Cuisine. Noun, a characteristic style of preparing food, often associated with a place of origin. Noun, the art of cooking, generally. Minimum. Noun, the lowest limit. Adjective, to the lowest degree. Discrepancy. Noun, an inconsistency between facts or sentiments. Actions. Noun, something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb, to act on a request, etc., in order to put it into effect. Dead. Noun, with the, a demonstrative, or a possessive, those who have died. Noun, often with the time when coldness, darkness, or stillness is most intense. Noun. Usually plural. Sterile mining waste. Often present as many large rocks stacked inside the workings. Verb. To prevent by disabling. Stop. Adjective. No longer living. Adverb. Degree. Exactly. Ridden. Adjective. Full of. Verb. To transport oneself by sitting on and directing a horse. Later also a bicycle, etc. Became. Verb. To arrive, come, to a place. Curator. Noun. A person who manages, administers or organizes a collection, either independently or employed by a museum, library, archive or zoo. Listened. Verb. To pay attention to a sound or speech. Respect. Noun. An attitude of consideration or high regard. Verb. To have respect for. Interjection. Hello. Hi. Concentration. Noun. The act, process or ability of concentrating. The process of becoming concentrated. Or the state of being concentrated. Bikes. Noun. A vehicle that has two wheels, one behind the other, a steering handle, and a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb. To ride a bike. Noun. A hive of bees, or a nest of wasps, hornets, or ants. Noun. A motorcycle. Noun. A local woman who is sexually promiscuous. Should. Verb. Modal. Auxiliary verb. Defective. Used before a verb to indicate the simple future tense in the first person singular or plural. Noun. A statement of what ought to be the case as opposed to what is the case. Verb. To make a statement of what ought to be true, as opposed to reality. Verb. Auxiliary. Be obliged to. Have an obligation to. Indicates that the subject of the sentence has some obligation to execute the sentence predicate, or that the speaker has some strong advice but has no authority to enforce it. Recommendation. Noun. An act of recommending. Started. Verb. To begin, commence, initiate. Algorithms. Noun. A collection of ordered steps that solve a mathematical problem. A precise step-by-step plan for a computational procedure that possibly begins with an input value and yields an output value in a finite number of steps. Privacy. Noun. The state of being secluded from the presence, sight, or knowledge of others. Games. Noun. A playful or competitive activity. Verb. To gamble. Begin. Noun. Beginning. Start. Verb. To start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Recorded. Verb. To make a record of information. Adjective. That has been fixed into a physical medium. For example, a book, compact disc or videotape. Regards. Noun. A steady look, a gaze. Verb. To look at. To observe. Noun. Good wishes. Conflicts. Noun. A clash or disagreement, often violent, between two or more opposing groups or individuals. Verb. To be at odds with. To disagree or be incompatible. Cheat. Verb. To violate rules in order to gain advantage from a situation. Beach. Noun. The shore of a body of water, especially when sandy or pebbly. Verb. To run aground on a beach. Noun. A gravel-filled zone on a racetrack, used as a hazard, exclusionary region, and safety device to slow down and trap vehicles. Google. Verb. To deliver googlies. Gross. Noun. 12 dozen equals 144. Verb. To earn money, not including expenses. Adjective. Of behavior considered to be wrong, highly or conspicuously offensive. Stab. Noun. An act of stabbing or thrusting with an object. Verb. To pierce or to wound somebody with a pointed tool or weapon, especially a knife or dagger. Harsh. Verb. To negatively criticize. Adjective. Unpleasantly rough to the touch or other senses. Body. Noun. physical frame. Verb, to give body or shape to something. Husband. Noun, the master of a house. The head of a family. A householder. Verb, to manage or administer carefully and frugally. Use to the best advantage. Economize. Organize. Verb, to arrange in working order. Eventually. Adverb, in the end. At some later time. Especially after a long time. A series of problems. Struggles. Delays or setbacks. Reaction. Noun, an action or statement in response to a stimulus or other event. Agree. Verb, to harmonize in opinion, statement, or action. To be in unison or concord. To be or become united or consistent. To concur. Innovation. Noun, the act of innovating, the introduction of something new, in customs, rights, etc. Invalidated. Verb, to make invalid. Especially applied to contract law. Adjective, made invalid. Form. Noun, heading, physical, to do with shape. Verb, to assume, a certain shape or visible structure. Breeze. Noun, a light, gentle wind. Verb, usually with along, to move casually, in a carefree manner. Equality. Noun, the fact of being equal. Online. Verb, to bring, a system, etc. online. To promote to an active or running state. Adjective, of a system, connected, generally electrically, to a larger network. Adverb, while online, while in a running or active state, are connected to the internet. Loving. Verb, usually transitive, sometimes intransitive. Stative, to have a strong affection for someone or something. Verb, to praise, commend. Noun, the action of the verb to love. Adjective, expressing a large amount of love to other people. Affectionate. Pump. Noun, a device for moving or compressing a liquid or gas. Verb, to use a pump to move liquid or gas. Bless. Verb, to make something holy by religious rite, sanctify. Carefully. Adverb, sorrowfully. Cable. Noun, material, a long object used to make a physical connection. Verb, to provide with cable. Autumn. Noun, traditionally the third of the 4 seasons. When deciduous trees lose their leaves. Typically regarded as being from September 24 to December 22 in parts of the Northern Hemisphere. And the months of March, April and May in the Southern Hemisphere. Adjective, of or relating to autumn. Autumnal. Fast. Noun, a train that calls at only some stations it passes between its origin and destination. Typically just the principal stations. Adjective, firmly or securely fixed in place. Stable. Adverb, in a firm or secure manner. Securely, in such a way as not to be moved. Safe. Sound. Interjection, short for stand fast. A warning not to pass between the arrow and the target. Quota. Noun, a proportional part or share, the share or proportion assigned to each in a division. Flavors. Verb, to add flavoring to something. Realtor. Noun, a person or business that sells or leases out real estate, acting as an agent for the property owner. Bathroom. Noun, a room containing a shower and or bathtub, and, typically but not necessarily, a toilet. Fisherman. Noun, a fisher, a person engaged in fishing. Buy. Noun, something which is bought, a purchase. Verb, to obtain something in exchange for money or goods. Massive. Noun, a homogeneous mass of rock, not layered and without an obvious crystal structure. Adjective, very large in size or extent. Greatly. Adverb, to a great extent or degree. Equally. Adverb, manner, in an equal manner, in equal shares or proportion, with equal and impartial justice. Evenly. Exactly. Adverb, manner, without approximation. Precisely. Interjection, signifies agreement or recognition. Affectionate, adjective, of a person having affection or warm regard. Loving, fond. Exactly, adverb, manner, without approximation, precisely. Interjection, signifies agreement or recognition. Leveling, verb, to adjust so as to make as flat or perpendicular to the ground as possible. Noun, the process of making something level. Occurs, verb, to happen or take place. Ominous, adjective, of or pertaining to an omen or to omens, being or exhibiting an omen, significant. Chirping, verb, to make a short, sharp, cheerful note, as of small birds or crickets. Noun, gerund of chirp, an instance of chirping. Generation, noun, the fact of creating something, or bringing something into being. Production, creation. Indicating, verb, to point out, to discover, to direct to a knowledge of, to show, to make known. Block, noun, a substantial, often approximately cuboid, piece of any substance. Verb, to fill something, so that it is not possible to pass. Cumulative, adjective, incorporating all current and previous data up to the present or at the time of measuring or collating. Beautiful, noun, someone who is beautiful, can be used as a term of address. Adjective, attractive and possessing beauty. Indoor, adjective, situated in, or designed to be used in, or carried on within, the interior of a building. Copy, noun, the result of copying, an identical duplicate of an original. Verb, to produce an object identical to a given object. Building, noun, the act or process by which something is built. Construction. Fancy, noun, the imagination. Adjective, decorative. Adverb, in a fancy manner, fancily. Attempt, noun, the action of trying at something. Verb, to try. Real, noun, a commodity. See realty. Adjective, true, genuine, not merely nominal or apparent. Adverb, really, very. Lecture, noun, a spoken lesson or exposition, usually delivered to a group. Verb, to teach somebody, by giving a speech on a given topic. Alcoholic, noun, a person addicted to alcohol. Adjective, of or pertaining to alcohol. Docile, adjective, ready to accept instruction or direction. Obedient, subservient. File, noun, a collection of papers collated and archived together. Verb, to commit, official papers, to some office. Recruiting, verb, to enroll or enlist new members or potential employees on behalf of an employer. Organization, sports team, the military, etc. Noun, the process by which a person is recruited. Recruitment. Pound, noun, a unit of mass equal to 16 avoirdupois ounces. Equals 453.59237 grams. Today this value is the most common meaning of pound as a unit of weight. Starting, verb, to begin, commence, initiate. Noun, the act of something that starts. Setbacks, noun, an obstacle, delay, disadvantage, blow, an adverse event which retards or prevents progress towards a desired outcome. Drinks, verb, to consume, a liquid, through the mouth. Noun, a beverage. Noun, a short break in play to allow the players to have a drink, and for quick repairs to be made to equipment or the pitch. Expiry, noun, a date by which an object either should not be used or loses its value, depending upon the item. Noun, end, termination, expiration. Station, noun, a stopping place. Verb, usually passive, to put in place to perform a task. Elusive, adjective, evading capture, comprehension or remembrance. Blender, noun, A machine outfitted with sharp blades. For mashing, crushing or liquefying food ingredients. Regarding. Verb. To look at. To observe. Noun. The act by which something is regarded or observed. Preposition. Concerning. Respecting. Gap. Noun. An opening in anything made by breaking or parting. Verb. To notch. As a sword or knife. Nets. Noun. A mesh of string, cord or rope. Verb. To catch by means of a net. Noun. The amount remaining after expenses are deducted. Profit. Verb. To receive as profit. Slaughter. Noun. The killing of animals. Generally for food. Verb. To butcher animals. Generally for food. Display. Noun. A show or spectacle. Verb. To show conspicuously. To exhibit. To demonstrate. To manifest. Dozen. Noun. A set of 12. Importance. Noun. The quality or condition of being important or worthy of note. Reschedule. Verb. To schedule again or at a different time. Mole. Noun. A pigmented spot on the skin, a nevus, slightly raised, and sometimes hairy.